Yo, what's good, on today's video I got how to make a basic gun system. This is the updated version of this tutorial. I think I dropped the original one, I think in like mid 2023, early 2024, but I think it's been over a year, I know, at least. So I wanted to drop the updated version. This is pretty much just the stuff I made for the Rivals series and stuff. So let's go ahead and get straight into it. Okay, so like, as the title implies, basic gun system. First off, we'll start off with the gun model and stuff. So inside a starter pack, I have a tool, right? I didn't feel like redoing this, the whole thing, so I'm just gonna explain everything to y'all. Okay, right? So y'all can get models and stuff from the toolbox and whatnot, or make yours, whatever the case. I don't make any like I made this because like, let me show you what it looks like, right? This is my gun, right? Let me find it. As you can see, these are just simply parts welded together. That's all it is, right? So this is a tool. Plus icon, type tool, click that, name your your weapon and everything, right? Inside, let's talk about the parts. So we have the handle. You guys don't have to have this. I'm just saying if you wanted to just make a basic model as like a placeholder and stuff, just so that you could do what I'm doing. So yeah, these are literally just regular parts. These are just regular parts. You have the start. Where's the start? Oh, right there. So the start, this is where this is optional, but this is where you can have like where the bullet travels from and stuff. So it'll have the effect of it like actually leaving the gun and stuff, right? Then we have the trigger, right, which is just pretty much the part where the player this is where the player actually like the bottom part of the gun, we'll say. Then the handle, this is where the player actually holds the gun, and then just the gigantic middle slash top piece, right? These are all regular parts and they're all welded together using weld constraints. You just weld them all together, and then yeah. But like I said, you could just get gun models from the toolbox and stuff. But anyway, now to explain everything else I have, self-explanatory. Sound effects, again, got them from the toolbox. One's a reload sound, others a shoot sound and stuff. Just literally go to the toolbox, go to sounds, just search for them. You'll find a ton. You'll have a ton to choose from. Now to get into each one of these values and stuff, as they're each very important. Okay, so majority of these are number values, except for like two of them and stuff. So to insert these values, first, plus icon, number value, string value, right? That's simple. Okay, so make sure you pay attention and you select the right type. Current ammo is a number value, right? This is going to be the current amount of ammo that the player like currently has, and obviously it'll be equal to their max ammo because the player will start with a fully reloaded gun. So this is the current ammo. We're going to keep track. This is how we keep track of how much ammo the player currently has. So obviously every time they shoot a bullet, we'll subtract. We'll not deteriorate. I forgot the word, but the point is we're going to take one away, right? Minus one, right? Damage amount, again, another number value. This is the amount of damage the gun is going to do. By the way, these values, you guys can set this to whatever it wants. The names are important. Make sure you name it exactly as I named it, but the values are can set it to whatever y'all want. That's up to y'all. But yeah, damage amount, self-explanatory. How much damage the gun will do per bullet. Fire rate. This is how fast the gun will fire for pretty much automatic guns and stuff. Obviously, for semi-automatic guns, you wouldn't need this. But yeah, so for fire rate, this is how fast the gun will shoot and stuff. Again, another number value. Then this is in seconds. Then firing mode. This is a string value, right? And then firing mode. Either it'll be It'll either be semi-automatic or semi. For like pistols and stuff, or automatic like an assault rifle, which is what I went with. So firing mode, right? Gun status, another string value. This will keep track of what the gun is currently doing. This is mostly so that like players can't shoot the gun while they're reloading and stuff, or like they can't reload while they're already reloading and stuff. So that's really what it is. So just an empty blank string and stuff. Then last two number values, max ammo, which is of course the maximum amount of ammo a player could have. So when they reload the gun, it'll set it back to this value and stuff. Obviously can't go over this value. Then the reload duration, again, self-explanatory, how long it takes for the person to reload said gun, and again in seconds. So yeah, set these values to whatever you want, and yeah, once you're done with that, take your tool, put it inside starter pack, right? Then inside surface storage, I have a bullet. Again, it's literally just a regular part and stuff, right? It's literally just a regular part. That's it. Of course, can't collide turned off and it's anchored because I'll just tween it, but yeah, regular part, right? Remember, it's a basic gun system. Now we can go ahead and get into some other little stuff. So inside of replicated storage, you're going to insert a remote event plus icon, remote event, rename this event to core event. Then we can head on over to starter GUI and let's get right with our UI. Then we'll get into the scripting. So starter GUI, insert a screen GUI. You can name this gun GUI. This won't take long. Gun GUI. Disable reset on spawn. Insert a text label. right? And then you can really name this ammo amount text label, right? And then you just put like in the side, to the side corner, do like a nice dark faded gray, bam. And then I'll make text bold, rich text, scale the text, and then like by default it'll have no text, but like the goal is to have, it'll have like it'll keep track of how much ammo the player currently has. So also the text color to white, text stroke transparency set to 0, leave it black, and then like I said, just leave the text blank, and then yeah. Then of course you can just set this text label, make it not visible, and we'll enable it whenever when the player equips the gun. And then just like that, we're done with the UI. Now we can go ahead and move into the scripting. Okay, so let's head on over to starter player, insert a local script into starter player scripts. Let me just double check. Okay, we're good. Delete print hello world. Let's create some variables. First, the sound service. Local ss is equal to game get service sound service, right? Then let's create a variable for the user input service. So local UIS is equal to game get service user input service. Then let's create a variable for the core mode event. So say local core event is equal to game the replicated storage wait for child core event. Then let's create a variable for the player. So player is equal to game dot players dot local player. Then we're going to create a variable for the core GUI. So core GUI, or sorry, not core GUI, gun GUI. Gun GUI is equal to player.player GUI, wait for child, gun GUI. Then we'll create two more variables. First, we'll have the shoot function, set it to nil by default, and then we'll also have the reload function, which is also be set to nil. This is so that we can disconnect the functions for whenever the player is trying to shoot the gun and stuff, so that it's like it deletes the old, kind of like deletes the old function and creates a new one every time you equip the gun. Or it's more so like establishing a new connection, so that like it's not like you're able to shoot the gun while not having it equipped, or kind of thing. But yeah, so then we'll say UIS that input began, connect function in parentheses, put input comma processed, enter if input dot user input type is equal to nm dot user input type dot key, okay, my bad, dot keyboard and wait wait. Oh yeah. Sorry. Keyboard and I thought I was doing something wrong. And not process, which pretty much means player is not typing in chat. Then enter. Then we'll say if input dot keycode is equal to nm dot keycode dot 1. So this is to equip the gun. So enter. Then you'll set up the first thing. You'll say if shoot function is not equal to nil. If it's not a reset to nil, then you'll set it. Then you'll disconnect the function. So shoot function disconnect, because it'll be connected to an old function, and we want to disconnect it so we can just establish a new one. So shoot function will be set to nil, right? Then we can just really copy and paste this to save ourselves some time. Selected, Control C, Control V, then just Control C, Control V, Control V, Control V. To disconnect the reload function. Then you'll create a variable for the gun. Of course, set it to nil by default. Then we'll check to see if the gun is equipped. So we'll say for I comma V in pairs player.character, get children, enter. You can say if v find first child, gun status, enter. So pretty much it's going to search the children of the character. It says since this is a tool, it should be inside of the character, right? And then it's just going to search all of those those instances to see if they have the gun status value and stuff. So, and if it has it, then that means it is a gun, right? So then we'll just set the gun variable equal to that instance, right? Then after that we will say if gun is equal to nil, enter, which pretty much means we did not find a gun. Then we will simply say gun GUI dot text label ammo amount text label dot visible is set to false, and then we will return. So pretty much just just end everything and will not continue and stuff, because that means the player does not have the gun equipped. Now if they do, then we will proceed. We will say gun GUI. I keep saying core GUI because that's what I use for the other tutorial and stuff. I forgot to name the script. I just realized that. Let's go ahead and name this core script. In parentheses, put local. Right. So yeah. So we'll say gun GUI dot ammo amount text label dot text is equal to gun dot current ammo dot value dot quotation marks slash dot gun dot max ammo dot value. Right. And then we'll say gun GUI, the ammo amount text label dot visible is set to true. Then we'll set up the first function. Shoot function is equal to gun dot activated which pretty much just means the player is typing in chat. Or sorry, typing in chat. The player has clicked. Well, like I said, guys, it's been a minute since I've been recording, so just bear with me. The built-in function activated is triggered whenever a player clicks while said tool is equipped. That is what I meant to say. So gun activated connect function, close parentheses, enter, right? Then we use if statement, so if gun status that value is equal to blank, which pretty much means the player can shoot and everything, and then enter. Then you'll say if gun.firing mode, because obviously the code is different if you're using a semi-automatic gun, is equal to automatic, enter, right? Then you'll create a variable for currently firing. This is to ensure we can have a cooldown. So currently firing is set to true, because obviously we'll be shooting one bullet. Then we'll say UIS that input ended connect function, right? Or function, right? Then inside of this, you'll put input, comma process. I guess we'll put 2. Yeah, just to differentiate. So we'll just put 2. All right, enter. Then inside you'll say if input 2 dot user input type dot mouse user input type is equal to enum dot user input type dot mouse button 1 and not process, which pretty much means the player stopped holding down the left mouse button, which means they no longer need to continue firing. So we'll set it equal to false, right? Then we'll set up a while loop. We'll say while currently firing, it'll just continue shooting bullets until obviously the player runs out. So then we will say we'll get the start position. So start position is equal to gun.start. This would be the part inside called start. So start position. Then we will get the end position, which is I believe with our mouse. So we'll say player gets mouse dot hit dot position, right? Then we will fire the remote event. Core event, fire server, quotation marks, shoot, send over the start position as well as the end position. You're going to skip 3. Wait, while. Wait, what must be tripping? Wait, while and oh, yeah. So okay, you're going to skip that end. Then you're gonna throw an else. Bam. So else. And then you can just really copy and paste this part. Control C, Control V, and stuff. So pretty much the way this is, if you were wondering how to do semi-automatic stuff, here's how it would work and stuff. This code right here. So if it's automatic, if the gun firing mode is automatic, then it'll just endlessly keep shooting until they either run out of bullets or just stop shooting. And then if you just want to do semi-automatic, then yeah, it'll just fire this one time. So they'll only they'll only shoot one bullet. But yeah, so then we can skip the 3 ends, right? Then we can set up the reload function. Reload function is equal to gun dot current ammo dot changed connect function close parentheses enter. So this is that it'll just update the value. So we can just copy and paste this. So just give this Control C, Control V. All we're literally doing is just updating it, right? Then after this end, we can say else. My bad. Else if input dot keycode is equal to enum. This is for reloading. So enum.keycode.r. Enter. Right. Then essentially the same thing. We could just again save ourselves some time with copying and pasting code. So go get the gun code right here from line 23. Control C, Control V. So we have the gun and assigning it to the instance. And then we'll say if gun and gun dot current ammo dot value is less than gun dot max ammo dot value enter, so that obviously they can't reload. There's no point to try to reload while the gun is already at max and stuff. So core event, we will fire server reload. We will change the text, so we will say gun gy dot ammo amount text label dot text we set to reloading dot dot dot, right? And then we will play the reload sound. So gun dot reload play. So that would be playing the sound. And then yeah, we're done with the local script. We can then move on to the server script, and then we are okay. We're good. Okay, so let's then head on over to server script service, click the plus icon, server script, rename set script to core script, in parentheses, server, bam. Delete print hello world, we're going to create a whole bunch of variables. First, sound service, ss is equal to game, get service, sound service, then create a variable for the tween service, ts is equal to game, get service, tween service, then create a variable for the debris service, ds is equal to game, get service, debris. Then create a variable for the teleport services. Wait, why did I get the wait, I'm trying to think. Why did I get the teleport service? I don't believe I needed this actually. I think that was for the rival series. So we'll just say core event. We'll just get our remote event. Core event is equal to game.replicated storage. Wait for child core event. Then we're going to set the first function, which is the hitbox function. So game.players, that player added connect function, and parentheses put PLR, which is short for the player who joined the game. Enter, then player.character added, connect function, in parentheses put character, enter. Then we'll set up the hitbox, local hitbox, essentially just a part, is equal to instance.new, quotation marks, part, right? Then we're going to set a whole bunch of properties. Hitbox.name is equal to hitbox. Hitbox.anchored is equal to false. Hitbox.can_collide is equal to false. Hitbox.massless is equal to true. Hitbox dot doesn't really matter. Transparency set to 1 unless you're testing. Hitbox.size is equal to vector3 dot new, and then you can just put 5,6,2.5. Then hitbox.color is equal to color3.new, in parentheses 1,0,0, red for testing. Then set its C-frame, pivot to character.humanoid root part.C-frame, right? Then we'll set the weld constraint, we'll weld it. So weld constraint is equal to instance.new weld constraint.part 0 is equal to hitbox, and then weld constraint dot part 1 is equal to character dot humanoid root part. Then weld constraint dot parent is equal to the hitbox, and then the hitbox's parent is equal to characters humanoid root part. And just like that, we have finished setting up the hitbox system. Now moving on to the remote event stuff. Okay, so we're gonna skip lines. We're gonna say core event dot on server events connect function, in parentheses put PLR, which is short for the player, comma event type, comma arg1, comma arg2, short for argument number 1, argument number 2. Create a variable for the player's character, which is equal to player.character. Then we'll set up the if statement. First we'll say if event type is equal to shoot, enter, create a variable for the start position, which is equal to arg1, the end position, which is equal to should be arg2, my bad. I meant to put arg2 right here, right? Then create a variable for the gun, which is set to nil, you already know, right? And then same thing for I v in pairs loop, for I, comma v in pairs, character, get children, enter. If v find first child, gun status, enter, gun is equal to v, right? Then we'll use an if statement. We'll say if gun, so if the instance exists, gun.current ammo.value is greater than or equal to 1, making sure that they actually, they have enough ammo to even shoot the gun. Gun.gun status, make sure the gun status is clear. Then we can proceed. Enter. Then we'll say gun.gun status. That value is equal to shooting, so that they can't shoot at the same time as they're shooting. Then gun.current ammo.value is less than or equal to 1. We'll decrement it. Then we will set up the whole raycasting. So local direction is equal to, in parentheses, end position minus start position. Go on the outside, dot unit times 200, feel free to adjust the stuff as need be. Then we'll set up the raycast parameters. Raycast params is equal to raycast params dot new, close parentheses, enter. Raycast params dot filter type is equal to enum dot raycast filter type dot exclude raycast params dot filter descendants instances is equal to special brackets. Wait, or was it? No, I don't think it's this. Yeah, character gets a descendants, comma. We'll say gun get descendants as well, right? Just to be on the safe side. Then we will cast array. Raycast is equal to workspace. Raycast start position. Wait, I believe that, yeah, start position, direction, and recast params, right? Then we will set up the duration. So duration, we will calculate that by doing essentially the same thing. End position minus start position. Outside magnitude, divide this by 1,000. Again, adjust the numbers as need be, right? Then we will clone over the bullet from server storage. Bullet is equal to game.server storage.bullet clone. So some properties, bullet dot position is equal to start position. Then we will say bullet dot cframe, make sure it's facing the right direction. It's equal to cframe dot new. We will say start position, comma start position plus gun dot middle, so the middle part dot cframe dot lib vector, so it's facing the correct direction. And then lastly, we will say bullet dot parent is equal to workspace. Right. Then we will set up the bullet tween. We will say local bullet tween is equal to ts create, right? And we will, the bullet will be the instance, comma tween info dot new in parentheses, put the duration, comma enum dot using style dot cubic, comma enum dot using direction dot out, then comma special brackets position. Oh wait, oh my bad, position, I forgot, it's not, it won't autofill. Position is equal to end position, enter, then bullet tween play, right? Then of course we will play the gun shoot sound, because I assume, each gun will have its own unique sound or shooting sound. Then we use the debris surface to add the bullet to it. So bullet duration, take out the trash. Then we use an if statement to handle the damage. So if raycast and raycast dot instance dot name is equal to hitbox, comes in contact with an enemy, enter. Then create a variable for the enemy character, equal to raycast dot instance dot parent dot parent. Then enemy character dot humanoid dot health is less than equal to gun dot damage mounts dot value, right? Then after that, we'll use a task.wait, gun.fire rate dot value. This is the cooldown. And then once that's done, we'll make it so that the player can fire the gun once again. So, bam, and then, trying to think. Okay, so then after that end, skip that end. Then you're going to say else if event type is equal to, in quotation marks, reload, and then we're almost done, guys. So reload, enter. Then let's save ourselves some time. Copy and paste this, Control C, Control V, right? Get the gun, and then you'll say if gun dot gun. I guess first check if it's a gun, and gun dot gun status that value is equal to reloading, right? Because obviously if it's currently reloading, then there's no point for us to proceed. Then update the status if need be. Again, saves us some time. Copy and paste. Control C, Control V, one equals sign to assign a value, right? Then we use an if statement. So we'll say if gun dot current ammo that value is less than gun dot max ammo dot value, enter. Then task dot wait gun dot reload duration dot value. So there's that cooldown. And then we will say gun dot current ammo dot value is equal to gun dot max ammo dot value, and then we will say gun dot gun status dot value is equal to blank quotation marks. And okay, we are done. That was a lot of coding, not gonna lie. But yeah, so let's go ahead and test to make sure this works. As always, if you guys want access to any one of my scripts and models, you guys can become either a channel member or a Discord subscriber. Link to either one of those options can be found in the description. As always, highly recommend that and stuff. So yeah, let's go ahead and test to make sure this works. Okay, so we got a rig, right? Oh, I was like, where did my rig go? Okay, so I'm gonna click play, right? We have our gun, as you can clearly see. We have the ammo displayed right there, bam. Okay, oh, and I just I know what the problem is. I know what the problem is. My bad. My bad. I know exactly what the problem is. The problem is with the while loop. I forgot to put a task that wait. in it. Oh boy. Oh boy. That's not good. It's still, wow, that's crazy. It's still, oh no, I hope it doesn't crash Studio. I hope not. This is all because of a while loop. See, guys, this is important. This is a learning experience. This is why you make sure to put test style wait inside of your while loops and stuff, or this could happen. I mean, it's usually just supposed to like, it usually just times out eventually. I don't know why it's doing all of that. So, y'all give me a second. We'll be back in a second. All right, guys. So we're back. So yeah, I must have forgot to do. Yes, yeah, I forgot. My bad, guys. That's my bad. So hope I didn't crash anybody's PC. My bad. I forgot to throw the task that wait in here. So for the while loop task that wait, this is on the local scripts by the way, in the inside of the shoot function. Though, well, this literally is the only while loop we actually use anyway. So gun dot fire rate dot value. I forgot to have that go down. My bad, guys. Okay, now if I click play, there we go. Bam, and I can't shoot anymore and stuff. Then I press R, I can reload, right? And then I can hold it down. If I let go, stops. Bam, 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 bam. Simple, right? Reload, and then it won't let me reload again unless I shoot. So we can go ahead and test this with an NPC. Okay, so workspace, find your character, humanoid root parts. Why am I R6? It doesn't matter. Copy that, find your rig, find its humanoid root part, right click, paste into, right? Set transparency to 0 so you can see it, because it might, look weird like that. And then just, snap it into place. Drag it over them, and there we go. Okay. And then, of course, you need to weld it. Part 1 needs to be the human root part, and there we go. Okay. Let's test to make this works. There we go. And just like that, we have made a basic gun system. So yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, definitely leave, like, subscribe and stuff. If you guys want to see more rivals tutorials or more tutorials just generally with guns or whatnot, just, leave suggestions in the comments and stuff. Like I said, I'm trying to come back, be more consistent with more content. So yeah, just, be patient and stuff. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, definitely leave, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.